Hello, and welcome to my presentation on young entrepreneurs. My name is Colby Gibson. Let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'd like to talk about a few interesting statistics on young entrepreneurs. Our textbook states that 51% of teens would like to own their own business someday, and that 40% of people ages 8 to 24 have already started a business or would like to do so in the future. Not all people who want to create a startup succeed to live on to the American dream. I've heard most of my life that about 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first 5 years. It's only a 10% survival rate. After doing some of my own research about this, and looking at the most recent data as possible, it looks like about 50 to 60% of small businesses fail in the first 5 years, depending on the industry. Young entrepreneurs, and we're talking about under 30 years old, have a much higher rate of failure. About 3.6% of households headed by young adults own private companies in 2013. This compares with 10.6% in 1989 and 6.1% in 2010. The proportion of young adults who start a business each month dropped in 2013 to its lowest level in at least 17 years. People aged 20 to 34 account for 22.7% of new entrepreneurs in 2013. This is down from 26.4% in 2003. What all this means is that while about half of the U.S. younger population has a desire to become an entrepreneur, this age group has one of the lowest rates of success. Here these graphics show the year-by-year survival rates for small business startups. The one on the left breaks it down into different industries, as these do make a difference. You can see that mining has the highest survival rate, and construction has the lowest. The graphic on the right shows each year with multiple studies having been complete. You can see a trend with both of these. As each year passes, the survival rate for these businesses decrease. Here shows a chart of the top 20 reasons why startups fail for all age categories. This is the one on the left. As you can see, here are the top reasons. Number 1 was no market need. 2, ran out of cash. 3, not the right team. 4, outcompeted. And finally, 5, pricing or cost issues. Although I could not find a nice chart showing the top reasons why young entrepreneurs startups fail, here's what I found. Number 1 was no cash flow. 2, no written plan. 3, their business did not stand out in the current market. 4, their business model doesn't make money. 5, execution skills are weak. 6, failure to communicate value. 7, inexperienced team. And 8, which is failure to utilize marketing correctly. Now we're going to look at the reasons why young people want to become an entrepreneur. The top reasons why the younger than 35 age group, young entrepreneurs, started their own business was the following in order of proportion. 1 was self-fulfillment and possibility to realize their own ideas. The next was the independence from an employer or being their own boss. Next was the income prospects, then better compatibility of family and time, and finally an alternative to unemployment. This age group was at the top of the charts above all other age categories when it came to independence from an employer, self-fulfillment, and better compatibility of family. I think it's worth noting that the young entrepreneur age group really stands out because all other age groups chose independence from an employer and income prospects as their top reasons for becoming an entrepreneur. Now we're going to look at some of the advantages and disadvantages of being a young entrepreneur. First, we'll look at the advantages. The first one is that young entrepreneurs generally have less financial responsibility and more free time. Starting a business takes a lot of time, and older entrepreneurs generally have more responsibilities, such as kids, car payments, and a mortgage, as well as other activities that can take time out of their work week and put in more stress. As a young entrepreneur, the living costs are usually much lower, and the amount of money that could be lost is less significant. Next is being young for the most part gets you more support from parents and friends and other family. Many young entrepreneurs have not started a family yet or have just begun. If your business flops, you still have a place to sleep and food to eat, as well as friends and family are also great resources of finances. Next, young entrepreneurs are more open-minded. They have less creativity inhibitors than many narrow-minded veterans of the business world. The more open-minded you are, the more creative you can be. Next is easier to exceed expectations. For some reason, people usually have lower expectations of young people. Many older entrepreneurs present themselves as a seasoned professional or expert in their field. As a result, when older entrepreneurs have a setback, they can often be subject to criticism, where young entrepreneurs, when they hit a setback, they're normally criticized less due to their inexperience and just going through the learning curve. Their next advantage is that they're more tech savvy. Young entrepreneurs, they grew up with technology and for the most part, they understand it. By being tech savvy, they have more opportunities. Young entrepreneurs also utilize social media sites as an everyday norm. They never had to be taught to create a Facebook account or how to use YouTube. And finally, the last advantage is that young entrepreneurs are less aware of their limitations. As a young entrepreneur, they can be ignorant of what their expectations are. And I believe it's a good thing. It helps the entrepreneur believe in themselves and push their limits to succeed. This can be seen as a pro and a con, but I'm listing it as a pro. There are many other advantages for young entrepreneurs, but these are the ones I chose. As for disadvantages, I really summed it up into one disadvantage, which is young entrepreneurs have never had the experience of running a business, and they have limited to no real life experience. So this causes many setbacks for the young entrepreneur. One is that it's hard to get financing. They have no credit history. They have no money set aside. They have no assets to sell to get money. Next, they have no business connections. They've never been in business with anyone. Therefore, they have no connections. They have less trust from customers generally. The customer cannot see their history. They don't have any type of reviews or anything from previous customers that they could look at. Next, day-to-day tasks can be difficult. These young entrepreneurs have never had to pay taxes, hire an employee, or draft a contract. In short, being a young entrepreneur, they have a big disadvantage compared to older entrepreneurs because they have a lot to learn. Now I want to look at young entrepreneurs in real life. Zachary Weisenthal is a 14-year-old who already has 2 companies. He launched Zach's Web Designs in 2014, where he builds customizable websites for a variety of businesses, and Serpent Skating, which is a sports merchandise business. Matthew Mullenweg is 26 and best known for developing and co-founding WordPress. This is a free content management system that's used by more than 37 million people. Andrew Mason is 29 and founded Groupon, a website that offers discounts on local businesses and has not only created a large amount of money, but also has created the most powerful email marketing engine in the world. Now let's look at tips for young entrepreneurs. First one is going to be take risks. Young entrepreneurs are bright and full of energy. So don't be afraid to try something that no one has ever done. Change the way other people think. Next, take advantage of social media. It's free, has a large number of people using it, and can be a powerful tool for marketing and attracting new customers. Next is be prepared to fail. Failure is just part of the game. Use your failures to lead you to success by learning from them. Do what you love to do. Being passionate about what business you start will help you stay interested and involved when things don't look so good. Define your market. Go with something that makes sense for your scope. Use other people and the internet to narrow your market down to what's realistic. Next, manage your time. Starting and running a business is stressful and difficult. Use planning and organizational tools like Outlook, Project, and other many other online resources to help you stay on track and reduce some of that stress. Next, find a mentor. This is a really important one. This helps counter the fact that young entrepreneurs are inexperienced. Look for a mentor that has experience in the startup world. They can be a wealth of knowledge and can help you make the right decisions to ensure that your business is successful. And finally, utilize the internet. There are a number of free resources online that can help you from managing your time, gives you tips and tricks, and even directions on how to draw up a business plan. One thing that is undeniably an advantage for young entrepreneurs is the large amount of resources available to help young and old and in between succeed and grow a profitable business. Let's talk about a few of them. The Small Business Administration provides information, links, and resources to help and grow your business, including SBA guaranteed loans. SCORE provides experienced mentors to provide free counseling in person or online. B-Plans is a site that offers free business plan templates, articles, and software. The Company Corporation is a site that handles all of the filing and paperwork for incorporating your business or forming an LLC. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office offers a website that provides resources, answers, and tools needed to file a patent, trademark, or copyright. VentureBeat is one of the better blogs on the web that helps keep those who seek investment capital in the know on who got funded from where. These, among the numerous other resources that entrepreneurs have, are here to help entrepreneurs understand the business world and help them with things that they might not be so good at. With all of these, any business has a higher chance of success. As I conclude my discussion on young entrepreneurs, please take a second to review the resources that I used to create this presentation. Thank you for watching and feel free to ask any questions at this time.